Welcome to the IBP big event and the Gear Up Showcase. This is a really big event because today we are honoring our Gear Up Improving the Blank Page authors and their launching of their book, Epiphanies Everywhere, chronicling of the hallways of Lafayette Parish Gear Up. I'm Tracy Oquan. I'm the project director for Gear Up. Gear Up's a college access grant and it was awarded to Lafayette Parish School System in 2008. So for the past 15 years, we've been doing Gear Up, and the opportunity to work with students on and helping them to become aware of college and the importance of college and navigating college and working with partners and community and higher education, teachers and professional development. I couldn't think of anything that I would enjoy and love doing more than working in Gear Up. Working on a project that truly has been my heart. I'm so passionate about its work and so fortunate to have worked with so many amazing professionals to bring exposure and opportunity to so many students in our district.
This project has been very rewarding. Despite the conditions of COVID and doing it virtually, I still felt very connected with everyone, and seeing some of them in person that I haven't even seen before, it feels really cool to be like, oh hey, we worked together, we did this, we accomplished something so cool. So I'm very proud of everyone that I worked with and myself even. And despite if I'm not writing now or if I'm writing tomorrow, I'll always remember this experience, and this will always hold a heart to me, and I'll never let go of my writing and my opportunities as a writer.
I was a part of Gear Up as a high school and a middle school student from grades 7th through 12th. And during this time, I was able to expand my library of knowledge through the writing activities that I gained through the Improving the Blank Page writing camps over the summer. And to me, this experience has allowed me to see the character development not only in myself and my own personal growth, but also in my writing as well. I started off writing from 7th grade, and now I'm a published author, and I get to perform my poetry live in front of people who share the same creative visions as I do. And that's an indescribable feeling, knowing that you are able to use your poetry as spoken word to communicate your message and your story and other people's stories to the public, even if they haven't met the people you've written about or even have the same shared experience with you. As a writer, you get to capture the essence of your words and your story so that everyone, no matter where they come from or no matter their experiences, get to understand and have an emotional attachment or even any kind of emotion associated with your writing. And to me, I feel like I've become more fulfilled as a writer through Gear Up, and I plan to continue writing so that I can continue using all this library of creative knowledge that I gained through Gear Up.
My job at the university, one of my many jobs, but I deal with the recruitment of students to our campus, right? So we often focus on students that are at the high school level. But when we're having conversations with students at the high school level, we realize that it is probably a little too late at that time to be talking about college to many of these students. It has to start much earlier than that. And that's what I really liked about Gear Up, beginning in middle school, having those conversations with students and with parents, because even parents needed some awareness of college or post-secondary education, okay? Post-secondary education, the benefits of it, and how we could make it a reality for their sons and daughters. And we saw those conversations happen 6th, 7th, and 8th grade that really changed the whole path and the pathway for many of our students, because parents were at that time, many were thinking that college or post-secondary was not even an option for their kids, okay? One was affordability, and they just felt that college was not for their children. But after conversations with us and the many programs that we had with Gear Up, it changed their mind.
It's an opportunity for these students who may not have much experience on a college campus to demystify that place. I mean, when I was a kid, I spent weekly some time on Nicholls State University's campus, and not having had any family member of any generation of my family ever attend college, just being there demystified the place for me. It wasn't some complicated mechanism of a university. It was just a place to go to learn things and to be comfortable around other people who are doing that. And that's what Gear Up gives all of these people an experience doing, they get here, they get to participate in these activities, the writing exercises that we do, the other things that we do in terms of resume management and building skills. All of those experiences give them confidence, give them not only the ability to do things, but to realize they're doing it well and they're achieving, and they're in a competitive environment on a college campus, achieving at a high level, and it really gives them the confidence to go anywhere they want to go, anywhere their desire brings them, and compete at that same level without having to worry whether they're adequate or whether they have a right to be there. Gear Up, the spirit of the community that's created in all of this process, gives people the feeling of belonging. I can't tell you how many times I've mentioned community or heard community, heard family in conversations with students who are participating, and it really just brings me back to my own experience and how what gave me the confidence to go on in my career and not just go into the oil field like my family, every other member of my family ever did, but to go to a university and study English of all things and get graduate degrees of all things and to become a writer of all things and not a crafts person or not someone who's working 8 and 4 on an offshore rig. It all comes from the ability and the blessing and the privilege of having experience in programs just like Gear Up, and I'm committed to it, and you have my allegiance for the rest of my days just to be part of this experience.
Working together to write Epiphanies everywhere with all these people was so much fun. I definitely went in not knowing exactly what to expect and came out grown as a person a little bit, not in just in my writing, but also as a person and in the way that I see the world and looking at it from the different perspectives of so many different people that we interviewed. It was definitely an experience worth remembering and one that's going to be in my heart for a super long time.
I've been so honored to work with this project. It's really made me grow to be a more assertive writer. I've always been really passionate about everything that I do,